In this video, we present GraphDice, a system to visualize multivariate social network that supports easy and flexible navigation in network attribute space. In the main visualization window, an overview matrix presents all possible attribute combination plots as graphs. The user can focus on a subset of nodes by creating graphic queries of different colors. She makes a lasso selection to create and refine selections through usual Boolean operations, as in Photoshop. Multiple queries can be activated at a given time to mark different groups of interest, like the strong connected communities the user has highlighted in this co-authorship network. The user can then explore how the community actors are spread from the point of view of other attributes by selecting a new plot in the navigation matrix. There is a 3D animated transition between the nodes and the links of the current plot to the new plot, as well as for the convex hulls that correspond to the queries, keeping one attribute dimension consistent during the animation. The user also has the option to control the speed of the 3D animation by invoking a menu with the left mouse button. While dragging, she can observe in detail the actor's motion during the animation and see the correlations between the two attributes she is animating back and forth. The three state buttons on the right side also allow for exploration, for example by zooming into the selection. The zoom level gets adjusted based on the query selection. At any moment, she can go back to a previous selection state, as every new query is stored in the query history. She can hover over one of the thumbnails for a quick preview of the stored query, and click to retrieve it. Clicking twice restores the plot view to where the stored query was actually made. All queries are color-coded consistently between the main plot and the miniatures so that the user can easily identify interesting or unexpected patterns. With GraphDice, we introduce the visualization of attributes of interval type, drawn as straight lines with hooks at the end. We automatically calculate and project numerical and ordered edge attributes as interval node attributes. This dataset shows the co-authorship network between different research teams. In this network, each link corresponds to a publication that has a date attribute. By switching to the date attribute view, one now sees each node as a straight line that corresponds to the interval from the first publication date to the last publication date. The user observes that there was a peak of publications in 2006. By using the eccentric label to get details on a specific area of the network, she can see the evolving publication pattern of the different teams, and observes that most of the publications this year have been done by teams that were just ending their projects. In this view, the user can perform value-based edge selection through the use of queries. Making evolving patterns visible in other perspectives. At any moment, the user can get back to the data table views. She can interact on the data table as she would on regular spreadsheets, and she can select in the data table to define queries. GraphDice also supports oriented networks by the use of biased splines to convey the orientation of the links, as in this geographical migration network. The tool supports jitter of overlapping nodes, making all actors visible while giving the illusion that the nodes are aggregated as a single bigger node. By focusing on the most central city of two geographical regions in her dataset, our user observes a different migration pattern. Migrations to and from this focused city are frequent and balanced, as we can observe a symmetric flow, while this other node is mainly a migration destination city. We have presented GraphDice, a tool that uses the combination of interaction and visualization techniques to ease the visual exploration of multivariate social networks. GraphDice is easy to manipulate by novice users, like the historian seen here, while providing a simple and consistent interface for interacting with network data.